Hello everyone! It's time for another Let's Read Patreon special. Capra is the first boy in. How are you guys doing today? It's a lovely, lovely night for some strange fan fiction. Really, I don't know where you guys find half of this shit, so this one is titled Scooby-Doo Meets Cloud Strife. Scoob, my favorite boy, Scoobert Dooberts. What would Scooby do? I have a bumper sticker that says, what would Scooby do? And I have yet to put it on my car. I've just realized I need to do that. So let's read the premise. Boys, let's read it. Let's see what we got here. Cloud Strife calls the gang about a spooky haunting he is experiencing. Ooh! Script. Oh, it's a script? It's not a fanfic, it's a script, guys. That makes it a little more, a little more legit. So I guess I should, I should treat this as the dignified, as the dignified piece of art that it is. And we should critique this on an actual level instead of making fun of it because it's called Scooby-Doo Meets Cloud Strife. By the way, Scooby-Doo is overrated trash, says ironic YouTube name. I'm inclined to agree. I'm not a fan of Scooby-Doo, gotta be honest. There's only two good things to come out of Scooby-Doo. That's a pup named Scooby-Doo, and Scooby-Doo flavored, but Scooby-Doo fruit snacks, which I like to refer to as Scoobert Fruiters, because I like to call Scooby-Doo Scoobert, and Fruiters is what you call fruit snacks if you live in New England, or just anywhere, really. I think it should be a real thing. So let's dive right in. Let's go. Wow, sushi is the right, fuck, I fuck up the first sentence, just end me here. Stream's over, we're done. Wow, sushi is the best, right, Scoobs? Says Shaggy, stuffing his face with sushi. Rare, agrees Scooby. Scooby, I can't talk today. I don't know what it is, I think I'm dying, who knows. Suddenly, a samurai waiter comes over with a phone on a tray. It's for you, says the samurai waiter to Velma, who's also there, I guess. Golly, okay, says Velma as she accepts the phone call. Hello, moshi moshi, Velma desu. You're a bit on the nose here with this one, guys. We're a bit on the nose here. Answers Velma. Hi hi, shark. Hi hi. Yes yes. Of course. Goodbye. Yes. Sugi detu, Velma says and hangs up. Like, who was that, Velma? Shaggy questions. Okay, so they're all there. Okay, I can see Fred is down there. It was Cloud Strife, and he's got a mystery for us, says Velma, smiling. Oh boy, says Fred. Let's go, gang! Yeah? Can I get noticed? You bet you can. You can. You just did at this very moment. Jesus Christ. In Midgard. We've shifted locations. I appreciate telling me that we've shifted. Hello, I am Cloud Strife, says Cloud, striking a sick pose. Good shit. Hi, I'm Fred. That's Daphne, who hasn't said anything yet. This is Velma. That's Shaggy. And here's our dog, Scoobert Doobert, introduces Fred. Zoinks! That's a huge sword you got there, exclaims Shaggy. Thanks, I got it from a friend, Cloud says, looking away sadly. Suddenly, Jesus Christ. Suddenly, Sephiroth appears and smacks Cloud on the back jovially. Yeah. Hello, I am Sephiroth, says Sephiroth, smiling nicely. I feel like this is a little out of character for Sephiroth, but alright. Let's split up, gang. Holy shit, we should split. We just got here. Hello. Hello there, says Daphne, staring at Sephiroth's hunky hunk bod. Well, nice to meet you all. Time to save the world again. Be nice to your guests, Cloud, Sephiroth says as he walks out. Zoinks, his sword was really long, Shaggy exclaims. Yeah, he does. Size. Excuse. What? What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, wow, his sword's really long. Yeah, he does. You... What? Am I missing something? Am I the moron here? Did I miss something here? Is Shaggy trying to, you know, is the Shagster trying to shag Sephiroth? Am I not quite getting, am I not picking up what's putting down? This has to be a fucking joke. I hope so. If it's not, I'd be a little upset. It's a bit too on the nose to not be a joke. Notices your long sword. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Jesus Christ. Where am I? Anyway, what's the mystery, Cloud? Asks Velma. You see, there was a ghost haunting me. A ghost of my past. Cloud sighs louder. He sighs. Then the gang heads to bed. What time is it? The next morning, Cloud makes breakfast. Scoobert and Shaggy downs their food quickly and asks for seconds and thirds and fourths in a separate sentence. Jesus Christ. Whoa, this food is really good, Scoobert says, mouthful of pancakes shaped like kitty faces. Okay, I'm glad I have that bit of detail. Yeah, like totally the best, agrees Shaggy. Thank you, Cloud says with a small smile on his face. Then the ghost appears. It is a blanket, a pink and glowing one. Zoinks! It is the ghost! Shaggy shouts. I am the ghost. I've come to haunt you, Cloud Strife. Former soldier member, says the ghost. Jinkies! That's oddly specific, says Velma before they all run off. The Final Fantasy VII Chocobo theme plays as the ghost chases after them around the house. Well, I'm disappointed I didn't read this in advance, or I would have had this on standby. Alright. Let me just pull that shit up. Real quick, guys. Yeah? Alright. Well, there we go. Chocobo theme, I guess, plays as shit happens. The gang splits up. Let's split up, gang! Velma, Freddy, and Daphne run one way, and Scoobert and Shaggy and Cloud run the other. Ghost runs after Shaggy and his gang. They always go after us, says Shaggy. Yeah, says Scoobert. Probably shouldn't have gone with you guys then, groans Cloud. They run past the living room, where Fred, Velma, and Daphne are hiding. After Shaggy, Scooby, and Cloud pass, Fred throws materia on the ground, so the ghost slips and falls. Excuse me? Excuse me? He does what? What does Fredward do? He throws materia on the... When did he have access to this? Tony, is this a Google Doc? Yes, this is inside of a Google document. This was sent to me through a Google document, which leads me to believe that the person who is asking me to read this has written this fantastic thing, you know, on their own. This was something someone sat down, someone who watches my content sat down and decided, I'm going to write a Scoobert Doobert X Cloud Strife fanfic, and then make Tony read it, because this is what I like to spend my money on. Thank you, Dingo the Wolf, truly. It is through your patronage that I can not only survive, but spend my time reading Scoobert Doobert X Cloud Strife. Thank you. Again, truly. Jesus Christ. I'll stop being sassy for 2 goddamn minutes here and let's read the rest of this piece of shit. Ow, says the ghost as it, tries to get up. This isn't a Google Doc. Can I edit the Google Doc? I can't. I don't have access to edit it. I can only view it. That's upsetting, or I would change it to what's this? You should have put it that. I'm disappointed that you didn't, you know? I'm a little upset now. Let's find out who this scoundrel is, says Velma as she removes the pink glowing blanket. Sephiroth! They all exclaim. Who could have guessed? The only other character in the whole fucking thing is the no way! Oh my god, what? What? No way! That's insane. Also, people need to use the word scoundrel some more. It's a good word to use. Yes, it was me, Sephiroth, Sephiroth says, trying to pose dramatically, but he can't because of the materia. He keeps slipping and falling over like a silly Billy. But why? I trusted you, Cloud cries. I'm sick and tired of you stealing my spotlight. I wanted to run you out of Midgard, so I dressed as a ghost. And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling kids and their stupid fucking dog Scoobert, Sephiroth growls. The police come and take Sephiroth away. That could have stopped all of Final Fantasy VII if just the police had showed up and actually done their goddamn job. The gang get ready to leave, and they all say goodbye to Cloud. Here, Shaggy, I want you to have this, Cloud says, handing Shaggy the Masamune. He would have wanted you to have it. Zoinks! Thanks, Cloud, Shaggy smiles. I'm gonna give you my heartiest, my girthiest Scooby-Doo ending to this fantastic work of literature. Get your ears ready for this ear-raping Scooby-Doo ending. You're welcome. It's coming. Gotta build it up. Scooby says, "The end! The end! That's the end! Scooby fucking ends it. That's it. Man. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. That was something. Really, the only thing I can say about this is I'm disappointed that this ow, with a, you know, with a comma for some reason, was not an OU. I was a little upset that the OU wasn't there. But other than that, fantastic effort. You've managed to create something original and 11 minutes. Yeah, this is only 11 minutes. You know, I thought this stream would have gone a little longer, which is just a little upsetting. You know, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do you guys a solid, because there are, in fact, 2 Patreon people who have sent me 2 separate fanfics, and because this one is very, very short. Tony, will the fan art stream be uploaded? Of course it will. Most of my streams get uploaded. They just take a few days. But, there are 2 fanfics that I gotta read, so we're just gonna read the next one. We're just gonna go ahead and do it. And, that's how this is gonna go. So let's do that. Give me one moment, and we will open up the other one. And everything will be A-okay, lickety-split, I promise. So let's do it. It'll be so good, guys. Really, it will. So here it is. Here it is. Everyone's favorite. Jesus Christ. What do I even do with this abomination? Let's make it small. Oh my god. That was the incorrect. I gotta resize this fucking thing, too? Jesus, this is too much work. Why even bother? But let's read it. I bet it's a JoJo fanfic. I don't actually know. In the night were SonicxShadow by Sonic Random Couples. Already this is a bad start. Already I'm a little upset. You know? Already I don't want to do it. But we're just gonna do it. Because this is what you people want. Because this is what you spend your time on. No, but seriously, let's start this. Shadow sighed as he banged his head on the glass table for the 5th time. What's wrong, Shadow? Amy asked for the 5th time. Why had he agreed to go on a date with her? A moment of madness, maybe? Oh yeah, she stole his Chaos Emerald, leaving him no choice but to agree to this idiotic affair. The striped one sighed again, leaning on his hand as the waiter came over to ask for their orders. Amy shushed him away, as she wanted alone time with Shadow. He raised his eyebrow, not sure if this was a good thing or not. I'll be right back, and then we can talk properly, she winked, sliding off her chair and wiggling her hips whilst walking on purpose. Okay. I don't like where this is going. I don't like what's happening right now, but let's keep going. As Shadow saw a window of opportunity to escape, he reached into the velvet bag in which his emerald was and said the famous words. Chaos Control! Appearing in a forest, slightly confused as he was thinking of the Ark, he looked around, wondering the reason why the emerald hated him. He tried again, but only to appear exactly 4 feet away from where he started off at. Shadow rolled his eyes. Great, now I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere with a frickin' emerald that don't work. he thought mentally to himself, throwing down the jewel in anger. He sighed in a slight annoyance, looked up at the sky after looking around for a bit and seeing a slight parting in the trees. The full moon was shining in all of its glory. One small rustle destroyed his moment. Shadow turned around, expecting an attacker, but was disappointed by a doe and her young. He grumbled, hoping for a fight, or at least an Eggman drone to get his blood pumping. He wandered through some of the forest, hoping to find a small village, or at least something to tell him where he was. A slight groaning came from afar. He blinked, thinking, "Oh crap, knowing my luck, this is a hunting ground." Making himself unknown from the ground's view, he jumped into the trees above, looking down for any humans with guns. Instead, he came across an interesting view. Well, I'm not sure what the view is gonna be, but I bet it's gonna be gay butt sex. I know how Sonic fanfiction works, guys. And there's no fucking way that a fanfiction called In the Night We're SonicxShadow and have it not be gay butt sex. It's gonna be gay butt sex, guys. I guarantee you. Let's get ready. Sonic was standing next to a low riverbank on his knees, groaning in what seemed like agony. Oh, Jesus, this is... Shadow cocked his head. He didn't look injured, nor did he have any bruises of high impact. Shadow blinked in amazement as Sonic's physical form seemed to change. His claws grew longer, and his teeth grew into what seemed like small knives. Oh god, it's happening! Sonic growled as his new claws scraped the ground, as his body grew bigger, and his fur thickened. A slight shiver went down Shadow's spine, half in awe, and the other half in fear of what was happening. Shadow jumped down. "Sonic," he said in a sharp tone, but with a hint of nervousness. Sonic's head stayed down for a few more seconds as Shadow repeated his name. Sonic flung up and pinned Shadow against a tree. "Sonic!" Shadow yelped. Not having time to think, he shouted, "Chaos Spear!" The first attack coming to mind. As the beast was thrown to the ground, Shadow stood in shock as he breathed still standing against the tree. As Sonic stood up, Shadow got a good look at him. His green emerald eyes, which were once filled with love and care for everything but himself, now seemed to be glazed. Oh, Jesus, no. It took Shadow a few moments to realize what the other was trying to do. Play some quality Shadow the Hedgehog music in the background. Oh, okay. I can do that. Let me, Shadow the Hedgehog official soundtrack. Damn, son, where'd you find those? Oh, is this the good one? Is this the good songs? Is this the good music, guys? Alright, fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. I am all of me, won't you step into my mystery? That's literally one of the songs. Ow, the edge. Slow-mo the music, please. Maybe when they're having butt sex, because there's no way they're not gonna have it. Alright, where are we at? There we are. Shadow took in a sharp breath as Sonic approached him. 15 or 16 inches, the blue beast must have been taller than him. He just stood there in front of the ebony hedgehog, his eyes glistening and his breath brushing against Shadow's cheek. Shadow knew Sonic wouldn't do this to him by forcing him, which much relieved him. It's weird. He glared. Of course, he wasn't going to let Sonic the Hedgehog, or Werehog, to penetrate him and take his virginity. Or would he? Strips breathing became... What? Strips breathing became quivered. The fuck? Did you try to write Sonic there? But then it auto-corrected to Strips? Bro, what the fuck? What? Oh my... What? Okay. It became quivered because he honestly did not know what to do. Sonic took a step closing, only a few centimeters between them. The ebony took a that's bad. You know, you don't want to refer to your character as the ebony, because that is just straight up like porn. That's what they call, you know, that's how they just refer to dark-skinned people in porn, as just ebony. So this is a little bad. I don't like where this is going. I really don't. The Ebony took a brave step and kissed the full on the lips. The grammar and the writing is really getting bad. Putting one hand on Sonic's chest and the other kept at his side, he wanted to know how Sonic would react first. And boy, did he react. Just by this small gesture, he pinned Shadow to the tree once more and pushed his mouth hard against Shadow's smaller muzzle. A muffled moan came from Shadow's mouth, and Sonic pressed his muscular body on Shadow. Shadow's back arches. Sonic, His words were caught by Sonic's hot mouth as he kissed Shadow passionately. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is not good, guys. This is getting really bad. This is getting real bad now. Shh, now, Sonic muttered, pinning Shadow's wrist to the tree. Please, Sonic, Shadow stuttered. Not here. Sonic looked at him with a raised eyebrow. He chuckled mockingly and carried on kissing him. Shadow moaned, trying to wrap his arms, but the grip on Sonic's hand kept him in place. Sonic, liking the control he had over Shadow, free hand glided up the striped one's body, starting off of Shadow's hip and moving up to his white, silky chest hair, making the poor hedgehog's body quiver in need. Muffled Shadow as his mouth was released by Sonic. His cheeks ready to melt off from the embarrassment he felt feeling so exposed to the other werehog. Sonic pulled Shadow's legs to wrap around his waist, growling, demanding submission. And Shadow was going to give him whether he wanted to or not. This is not good. Strips. Oh god. Oh, he's trying to write stripes. I get it. Like he's striped because of the red on his head. That's fucking dumb. Strips gasped when he felt Sonic's hand on his back and traveled south. The werehog smirked, finding something small and tight. A pleasured moan escaped Shadow's mouth as Sonic's hand rubbed his small hole. His cheeks grew hotter when he felt Sonic's large erection press against his inner thigh, almost rubbing on his own one. Sonic, just fuck me, Shadow cried. Sonic chuckled. His teasing fingers encircled around Shadow's tight hole. This is bad. Shadow leaned his head back and moaned as his grinded himself against Sonic. Sonic himself, not wanting to let the moment pass, thrusted himself into the submissive body. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's make this text extra large. That's what we need. Can we make that extra large? Nah? Oh, it already was! It already was extra large! Jesus Christ. Shadow leaned his head back and moaned as... Alright, we already read that. Shadow, not expecting this, groaned in pleasure, but mostly pain. Sonic was not taking no mercy on the hedgehog and thrust it in rough and hard. I don't even fucking care if I'm being disgusting, because nothing I can do at this point can top what the fuck is going on. Why? Why is this happening? Oh my god, that was a good timed burp, by the way. That was actually, I was hoping, I could feel it coming, and I had to. I had to do it, because I couldn't not. Oh god, Shadow cried out, tears reaching his eyes, and his back arching. Shadow went suddenly wide-eyed, gasping. Sonic smirked, knowing what just happened. He forced him to hit the small spot that was sending Shadow to heaven. Sonic! The new feeling was powerful. Shadow again tried to wrap his arm around Sonic, but Sonic's grip kept him in place once more, and when Shadow tried to arch his back against Sonic, he stopped. He stopped Shadow by using his extra hand to keep Shadow pinned to the tree. Sonic, what's happening? Sonic breathed heavily on Shadow's neck, giving him gentle kisses to him. Then a sudden scream of pleasure from Shadow, and his back arched badly as a white, hot Sticky liquid splashed on both of their chests. Sonic finished with his last hard, quick thrust. Shadow moaned softly as Sonic coomed in him. Sonic coomed in him because there's only one M. He fucking coomed in the boy. Oh no. Both panting like animals and collapsing to the floor, Sonic moved Shadow in a comfortable sleeping position. That is not how you spell comfortable. Shadow did try to get up, but was stopped by Sonic's arm, forcing him back down with him. Rolling his eyes, Shadow complied, sighing and closing his eyes. Shadow dozed off, leaning on Sonic's shoulder. The two new lovers fell asleep under the starry night.